Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel here. How's everybody doing today? Well, yesterday we did a video on the gift card gift card holder. So wow, that's kind of a mouthful. Anyway, and this is what we did. So today we're gonna put the pockets on the back. And thanks guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, so if you remember right, actually I don't have the gift card holder that I made here today because that went in the mail. But this is similar, but not the same. Similar because it just, in that it has a pocket and it's a tag and it could easily be a card. You could write a message on the back of it and just pop it in the mail and then put a little gift card in here. This one, the one we're gonna do has 3 pockets. So anyway, 3 pockets instead of 1. So it's similar. And if you didn't see the video, you can pop back over there and watch it if you're brave. So, last night I went ahead and put some tea-dyed paper on the back of this cardstock because it was really white and I didn't want to add another dimension to this, another, whole piece. I could have, backed it with something like this and just gone with it, but I chose not to. I chose to put the tea-dyed paper on there. So what we're going to do today is, I made these, you saw these before, but these are the templates for the pockets, and I numbered them 1, 2, and 3. So they stack like that. They have these little glue wings on the side. Not my idea, obviously not my idea. This is, been around for a long time. And I just do these at 3/8 of an inch on the side. So 3/8 of an inch for the glue tabs. And then I reduce these by basically a 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch, so that it has that space to kind of slide behind this. So you're not looking at the back of this like that. It slides in like that, so it kind of flows a little better. So having said that, this one is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. This one's a little bit taller. This one is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And because the gift card average size is 3 1/4 by 2, and you want it to be able to fit in there, and you want these glue tabs, at least I do want these glue tabs, so that it kind of sets out a little bit and gives you room for gift cards or tags or ephemera or whatever you want to put in there, a letter even, whatever. So that's that. Yeah, so 3 1/4 by 2. Hopefully I'll keep my brain in the game. So 1, 2, 3 of those. And I was thinking maybe I would use this paper, maybe this paper, and because that's what we used on the front, and maybe baby, as my granddaughter says, maybe baby, this one. This one has a lot more writing on it, but it's cool. It's cool. So what would that be like to do that? Let's just lay it out here for a minute. Kind of cool. Or we could not use that one and just do the greens. This one on the top in stripe, and one with a little flower pattern, and another one on the bottom in stripe. Kind of cool. A little boring. Kind of cool though. Or vice versa. We could have this one in the middle and this on the top, and we could run them vertically or horizontally, which is, vertical is kind of cool too. So let's think about that. It's awfully green, awfully green. What about this one in the middle? Do I have enough of this slip? Yeah. Yeah, I could even do it like that. I think I will. Put that one in the middle. And that one on the top. Let's do it that way. So go 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be one. I'm going to do it that way. No, let's do it that way because we're going to have things going this way. So let's have a little dimension. So there's one. This one is 2. And then this one is 3. And I thought I had a smaller piece. I actually do. Leftover. I'm going to make the best use of that. So, and the reason I make templates really is just to make it simple. There's nothing, no rocket science about, with this. It's just, and this is about 110 pound cardstock, and you can use anything. You can use anything. These are just a little scotchy bit thicker so that I can, it's easier for me to trace around them and they don't get too wonky. This one doesn't have a cutout in the center, so I am going to do that so you can see how to do that if you haven't. I'm just going to assume nobody knows anything and try and explain it. So here we go. Who knows what I have on my arm here? So we could either do it like this, kind of center it. And let's see if we've got it centered. It's not. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Or we could actually use a ruler. We could be like really uptown and use a ruler. But that'd be way, way, way too easy. So I'm gonna, oops. Do that. So we can hand cut that out. And I'm gonna move that 3 1/4 down so you can still see that after I cut it out. 3 1/4. Pencil's kind of weird. Or we can use a punch, which is usually what I do, just because I happen to have this 2.5 inch punch, and I use it a lot. So I just drop it in there and punch it out. You can cut it out with scissors too, though. But then they're just all kind of the samey. You could even reduce this circle size, whatever you want. Whatever you want. This is just the way I do it. Like I say, this is just the way I'm doing it, and I'm not the expert. You can do it however you want. Was that 3? This was 3. This one's 3? Yeah, this one's 3. Yes. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I have to go back and check that out. I'm going to go with this one. 3. So I'm going to draw it on the back side. This is that Tim Holtz scrapbook paper, and I want to do it so I don't have a whole lot of writing on here. You can just easily put this on your in your paper cutter and cut it out, do the punch, and do the corners for the wings or glue tabs, and you're done. Or you can trace around it and cut it out. Just like, I'm trying not to have my hand in the way, but it's going to be in the way no matter what I do. So there's that one. So trace that one out. So, and then we want number 2. The number 2. So, well, it's been a few hours. You're all ready for Christmas now? Really, really ready for Christmas now? I think I am. I think I'm totally done. Done. Super stoked for it. Gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna take off this weekend, but we have to hang around through Monday because we have to take care of just a little bit of business on Monday. I already did that. I didn't do that, but that's okay. No big deal. We'll just okay. And now this guy. Same deal, Bob. So then we're gonna head out with our little RV and go over to the coast and take the dogs running on the beach and just relax and maybe read books and, you know, play cards and have a campfire and just breathe. That's all we're gonna do, is we're just gonna breathe for a minute. Take a breath. It's been crazy busy. Crazy busy. And then we'll come back and the grandchildren will be here, and that's so exciting. So exciting. So I'm just going to trim the outside edges like this because I want to show you how to put the fold in. What do you call that thing? Call that thing. Tell you what, this brain of mine, could say it any other time, but right now. Anyway, we're just gonna pretend like we know what we're doing. So this guy, and you can use this or not. You can just draw that line on and then fold it on a ruler. I just happen to have a small one, and I'm gonna pop that on there, and I want to go and just pick. I'm gonna pick this one, but the wings on this one are a little bit long, little bit. It's because I changed my mind on size at one point. So just like that. On either side, you're going to do 3 sides. Then the bottom, same deal. We're going to do it at 3/8. Perfect. Yeah, see, the sides on these are a little bit wide. Then I'm just going to fold that over. Give it a little, using my bone folder here. And that. And that. And then, I don't want these big old monster scissors. I'm going to do this. Do it with my water. Oh, I'm so thirsty. So see, I'm just cutting off those corners because when you fold this in and glue it down, you don't want those sticking up here, because then it just doesn't, you know, this just gives it a little more finish. So, and then on the bottom, if you were to not trim these corners out like we're going to, and see how bulky that is, and that's not good either. And actually what you want to do is you want to fold the sides in first and then the bottom and attach it, glue it, because that way the bottom doesn't, you don't catch things on the bottom when you put things in there. It doesn't like hook up on that as badly as if it were pushed out by having the sides in first, if that makes sense. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut at an angle right here, kind of turn my wrist a little bit because you don't want to cut in too deep, and then off. So same deal here, and I'll flip it to the other side so you can see. So cut at an angle in there. It's kind of a 45, I think, and then just kind of twist your wrist a little bit and you'll see it looks like that. So then we're going to have sides in first and then like that. We're going to punch that out, and of course I put my punch away. It is right here. It's right here within my reach. And punch that out. Okay, there we go. Where'd my other ones go? And you know, you can scoreboard. Scoreboard, that's what this is, scoreboard. You can score these all at one time and then cut them all at one time. I just wanted to get started on that one and show you how I do it. So 1, 2, 3/8 down. Just make sure it's snug up there. Flip it over, and 1, 2, 3/8. Kind of hard to hold it snug up there and keep my hand out of the way, because I'm right-handed. 1, 2, 3/8 and down. You don't have to push super hard, just enough to kind of give the paper a little change of mind. So 1, 2, 3, right here. One, two, three. Oh, I kind of wish we were going to be home just so I could bake cookies or something. I never bake. Never. I'm not much. Since the kids aren't going to be here this year. 1, 2, 3. Until after. I don't have any of that goodie stuff. As a matter of fact, we didn't even put a tree up or decorate because the grandkids are not coming until after Christmas. And we were supposed to be traveling. I have dropped that on the floor. And we were going to be traveling, which we are. We're just going to be delayed a little tiny bit in our plans. That, no big deal. So this one, I kind of didn't do it quite as deep. And then this one, I'll go just a little bit deeper than it'll just kind of be, just because that's the way I wanted to do it. So let's see what else is going on. Oh my gosh, it rained buckets yesterday. We probably had, and I probably talk too much. I know I do. We had over 1 inch of rain in a very short period of time, which is such a blessing because we still are in drought conditions here in Oregon, Southern Oregon, very similar to, so close to the California border, so very close. We're within an hour of the California border, and hour 45 minutes, Northern California border. And as you know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, Northern California had huge, horrible, awful wildfires where my oldest daughter lives. Devastating fires. I'm just doing this again. And we had several here as well, but no homes really, homes were threatened, but we did not lose any homes, thank goodness. So we were kind of stuck at home all summer. I really couldn't go anywhere because of the fires. I like to flip it over to the face if I can, so I see right where that is, so I don't overcut or, undercut it. So, just on the top. I don't really mind so much on the bottom because I can see that. You can see that little corner there, and kind of tip your wrists a little bit. Go to 45. When you get to the corner, tip your wrists a little bit, and you're done. So fold the sides in first. Get those to be thinking about that's where they want to be. And then give it a little extra push there. So we did that. We did the same thing here. I want to just, doesn't hurt to do that multiple times. So it has, this one, I'm going to cut this back just a little bit because these tabs are super duper long here because I changed my mind. No big deal. I don't like them too narrow. Like 1/4 inch is just too narrow for me. I like, about 3/8. 3/4. 3/8. 3/8. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's what we have. It looks like little presents. Doesn't it look like little presents sitting on the back? Can you see that? Kind of cute. So let's take a look. Should I clean this up first? Let me get rid of that, or I'll have a mess here in a heartbeat. And by the time we get some gift cards and ephemera and things in here, this is going to fill up really quickly. Now, we could think about doing something on the back, and I have a kind of a pile of lace here that we could cut some bits out of. I don't really like it along the edge, so but I'm thinking about maybe putting a music sheet back here, so this isn't so boring. I think that's a great idea. Let me get a music sheet-ish right here. And my little, pull it out of my scrap basket. Oh, this is in German. I could easily get sidetracked on this. It's German and then English. The Watchful Lover. Ooh, not very Christmassy, but this side's all in, yeah, all in German. Okay, so what do you think about that? Is that, kind of wish it was A, smaller print, and B, yeah, smaller print. Just smaller print would be good. I don't love that. Let me look for a dictionary page. Messy. And this. My messy scraps. I'm gonna rustle around, dig around here. There is a dictionary page there. There's one there. You know, again, you can do whatever you want because, let's face it, it's your special thing that you're making special. I don't need all that. I don't know where I grabbed everything in the basket. You won't see that, but it could be in the way, so it could poke out the side. And I kind of like to know what's going to go on there. See, I wouldn't want horribleness to be on the back of my card. Home or honey, Christmas would be nice, or peace, or hope, or joy, or something. Actually, I also have this. This is from a hymnal, When We Walk with the Lord in the Light of His Word. Yeah, but it's a little small. But let's try it. Let's get my funky, trusty duty, defective ruler. And you can tear this by hand, but just because I'm on here, I won't take too much time with tearing it by hand. Like thus and such. That. And oh shucks, I really wish it actually would have been wider. What do you think, guys? Is it more better or not quite more better? Not quite more better, is it? Nope. Don't like it. Don't like it. That's okay. We can do that. We can change our mind anytime we want. Anytime. It doesn't have to be. You know, that's the thing about making junk journals and doing paper crafts that I really, really love, is that, you know, your imagination is your oh, herbalist, that's cool. You can do whatever you want. It's just whatever you want. And we all are so different. We like things so different, and that's super cool. I'll just pull this one. It's gonna be random. We could put random bits behind here and not like very linear or anything. And I will tea dye this, and then you're not gonna see that much of it. So I'll put the highborn on there. Yeah, there's no real hard and fast rules. There's tricks, you know, to either make it easier, I'm finding, or, you know, just there's certain things that you can do to, like I say, either make it easier or just make it just a little bit more finished. Especially if you're going to sell things or you give things away, you want your things to be nice. You know, you want them to be nice. So, yeah, there's that. I'm not getting too artsy here. I want to get my jelly printer out again. I haven't done any jelly printing for a while, and I would sure like to do that. Yeah. There we go. There we go, there we go. And then by the time we add other things to it, there, see that? I think that's kind of cool. It reminds me of Christmas gifts all wrapped in newspaper. That's the way ours were when I was growing up. The Christmas gifts were wrapped in the newspaper. And it wasn't necessarily the funny papers either. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to distress this and then these. And I'm sorry, that's super boring. But that's kind of what a craft with me is about, right? Just go through it. What else? I'm not very interesting today. It's hard. It's so hard to chat and craft. I'm used to just being all by myself with my heater blowing in the background and my dogs snuffling around in and out their little dog door. My studio is very tiny. I mean, it's not like closet size, but it's only 11 by 11 feet, and I have 3 very large dogs that like to they just like to be with me. They're used to me being around. I spent a lot of years disabled and unable to get around, and so they're used to having me around, and they need that. We go for a run in the morning. Not a run. I don't run. I do walk. Love to rock, but we go out and run around in the morning, and then you know, take care of business during the day. Just hang out. Just be. Oops, I just missed the garbage can with that. Oh well. But and so back to my craft space. So I've waited so many years to have a craft space. So many years to have my very own. I can make a mess. I can leave it. I can clean it up. It doesn't matter. I just vacuum once a week if I want. I like a clean space. When I come into work, I'm just going to glue this on here. And again, I'm just using Fabri-Tac because that is it's just quick. It's just quick and easy. Quick and easy. So I really didn't have to put tea-dyed paper on the back, but I wanted to be able to stitch around the edge, have a finished surface to work with, and then go from there. You know, it seems a little redundant putting something else over the top of that, but I kind of just wanted a clean slate before I got started. And that's all I have to say about that. Come here, come here. Trying to do this so you can see it, and we'll see if this actually worked out. If it actually worked out. Oop, moved a little bit there. Moved a little bit. I didn't have so much on the back of here. So had we not decorated that already, I'd be able to do this just a little bit easier. Push the glue all around. It dries really quickly, so if you're not Johnny on the spot, it's probably not going to glue very well, I think. And I'm going to take a minute and, sorry guys, sorry, I'm going to take a minute and do these edges so that I know it's not going to catch. And I'm just going to use, I think, what's this called in the UK? A prick stick? It's a glue stick, but, and it's fast. And as long as it's pretty secure down, I don't mind using it, but prick stick works really well, actually. But see that? Spiff that right up. I'll do it right here as well. It's still, you know, fairly damp underneath there with the, tacky glue, but we're gonna go with that. How's that? I think that needs a little bit more there. And this is purple, but it dries clear, and I think it says right on there. It says photo glue or something. It's not the best. I like Uhu, U-H-U, isn't it? Uhu. I don't have any right here though. Oh no, I do. Here's a tiny one. I have a tiny one right here. This one. This. Okay, had a little issue. I learned something. It quit videotaping while the phone rang, and it stopped videotaping. So I did a bunch of stuff without you, not knowing it, because I was going to pause it and go do some stitching, and I went, oh, what happened? It's not what? Anyway. So I'm going to just recap this really quick. We put this on the back when it cut out. We were putting the dictionary page on the back. I put some gesso on the back of it to tone it down a little bit, just so it wasn't so bright. And I actually could have put it on a little bit thicker, but I didn't. And I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And then I did distress it just a little bit, and I could just, sorry about that, distress it just a little tiny bit more. But I really wanted it to kind of, help the words disappear a little bit. Keep in mind, we're going to have the pockets on here, so you won't see a ton of the words, and it won't be too terribly distracting. Then, I decided to, we really did, I decided it with you, to take the tags and turn them into little presents to put on the back. And, these are going to be a little thick for when you're not going to be able to put a ton of ephemera or things in here, because these will kind of be a little bit in the way. But I think it's pretty cute patootie. So all I did was I had I just used 3 different colors of the sari silk, and tore them so that they were a little bit thinner, and then I glued them on the back. We want to, and I think I talked about that. We wanted to embellish these, get these kind of going before we put them on the card, because it's a lot easier to do it that way than it is to do it after. So even though I didn't stitch any buttons on here, so far I haven't. It just, yeah, see, I could glue those back there, and look how adorable is that. It's pretty cute, because this one's going to actually 2 little boys, so I think they will enjoy that. So we were in the middle of doing this bottom one when I realized that we had shut off. I was thinking that this might, if I stitch that on there, might be kind of cool. And somewhere, maybe even here, I don't know. And put Saint Nicholas up here. This one's kind of Santa-y. What do you think, like that? But, I thought that we probably, what did I do with that? There it is. This stuff. Gosh, it's so stinking bright. But, looks great on the front. Worked out great on the front, so it'll probably work out great on the back too. Let's just pop it out there. Let's just cut a little chunk of that off of there and see what it looks like. And I'm going to grab some white also. Where did my white go? Ooh. It just packed up and left the room. Oh, here it is. And I think I mentioned before, I have a boatload of this stuff. Anybody need any of this stuff? Oh my goodness. Hi, Tycoon. Tycoon's back. He came in and visited earlier. We talked about that while my phone was shut off. About the dogs in rescue and how that all works. And we talked about... we talked about the... Stop it, Tycoon. Stop. Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff, and... Yeah, stop, buddy. So, anyway, Tycoon, since you're in my face right now, I don't want your mug up here. Can you see him? You see this guy? Look at him. You've slobbered. Hi. I know, life is rough. You found me. Oh my gosh. I hope you saw him, because he's such a goober head. Oh, and I think I got that too far down. Who knows? Okay. Okay, buddy. You go. Get in your bed. You gotta get in your bed. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You are fine. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Anyway, so I can't remember what we were talking about for. So I'm trying to decide right this minute whether I want to do white back here or if I want to do red. And there's an awful lot of red on this, so maybe the white kind of makes it nice. Take St. Nicholas off there before he gets glued on. Okay, so there it is with the white. Let me try it with the red. Anyway, yeah, so Tycoon is from Northwest. So the reason we got to talking about them, well, never mind. Tycoon was adopted and rescued. He was a foster fail. I've been a volunteer with Northwest Boxer Rescue for several years, doing quite a lot of things. A lot of transport. We transport a lot. Home evaluations for adopters or fosters. Family for them. Boxers were the #2 surrendered breed in the nation for quite a while, and for a variety of reasons, and I won't go into all those reasons. They're great dogs. They're awesome family dogs. But anyway, so our job was it was a very big job. Yeah, maybe that's better. I think. Anyway, yeah, so I have 3. He's a big boy. He's like 85 pounds. He's 85-pound love muffin. And, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, the white needs to be in there to kind of coordinate Santa's beard. And, then there's Lola. We started to talk about Lola. She is also a Northwest Boxer alumni. I'm going to pause this and go stitch around this. I'm going to just do a quick stitch all the way around that. And yeah, I think I'll like that. So hang on just a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I stitched this on here. See that? It's okay. This might be a little bit much right here, and I might trim that off a little bit. It's not horrible, but I might. So stitch that on there and brought it over here. I haven't done anything else. So now I just kind of want to decide. I put this St. Nick up here. You won't really see much of that once the tags are in, or, gift cards and tags are in, and ephemera is in here. So I really need to decide whether I want to do any more with these or not. And just go with decorating the tags and the gift card holders that go in there. So what do you think? Do you think I almost think I just want to leave that like that and go with it and do the a few little tags and gift cards and ephemera in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do. So I am going to take a minute and put a stitch in right here so that stays. Because if it comes apart, that's going to be a booger. So we haven't glued these on, so I'm going to grab a little, what do I do with my thread? Here it is. Grab a needle and thread and just put a quick stitch through this so that it stays. Just like that. Oh, sorry, just like, come on, go through there. And it's just not a big deal. It's just not a big deal, but I don't want to retie it. I don't want to come apart and retie it and fuss around with it later on. So now see, it's gonna stay there. So I'll just it's got a big old knot in the back. I think, and with that, now that I see that, we will put a little washi tape on. It really wants to be tangled. What the heck? What the heck? I'm not happy about that. Not happy about that. This is what happens. This is what happens when you try to do things on video. Why did I do that? For Pete's sakes, come on. Wrong. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's okay. It's alright. We can fix it. Let me go back through one more time. Oh, man. Oh, man, man. Anyway, we'll put a little washi tape over that so that it holds that down and out. So we don't catch on it when we put things inside. It has this little knot in it. Why? Why? Oh, I fixed it. No, I didn't. Shoot. Oh, that's way too funny. Way too funny. It will bug the crud out of me. So, can't have it. Can't have it. Taking it off. Taking it off. It should be enough to hold it on what I already have through there. There we go. Yes? Yes. Okay. So we will just put a little washi tape on that in a second. I'm going to attempt to stitch the other bow on so that it stays in place. And this doesn't want to cooperate. It just doesn't want to cooperate. Look, I have lint all over me. Can't see that. I don't know what you can see. You probably see my entire messy desk with glue and scissors and paintbrushes and all kinds of stuff everywhere. Everywhere. That's okay. That's real world. That's the way it is in the real world. In my real world, anyway. Anyway. So there. I'm just gonna poke that back through there. Trying to just do one little stitch. But for some reason it wanted to give me trouble. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 stitches just so that I can tie it off a little bit better. More better. More securely. Securely. So, well, we'll see how this turns out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Story my life. Story my life with needle and thread. There we go. Ta-da. Ta-da. And I'm just going to tie it off. And like I say, the washi tape will hold it snugly. Then I'm going to do this one. Just to be safe. I think it would have been cute to put some tiny little bells on these gifts too. But if you were going to mail this card, if you were going to mail it, the more, like I mailed a couple today and it wasn't horrible, but it was $3. They were $3.50 to go. I don't remember if that was priority or first class. It was the cheaper of the two. And that's what we did. But so, you know, so you have to keep that in mind. You want to keep the weight and the size down. You know, you can make a tiny one or you can make a really big one. And I think it helps if you keep the weight down. The weight of the package and the size of the package makes it obviously less expensive to put in the mail because you can't just put a single little stamp on it. I don't even know what a stamp costs anymore. I just go to the post office. Let's go. Mail this for me. Mail it. Gotta go here. And if, you know, I'm on time like I should be. So we could put washi tape or we could just let's just put some masking tape on it because you are not going to see it. And the masking tape would probably hold better. More better. Oh, there we go. There we go. See? Wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know that was there. Same deal on this one. Just pop that masking tape on there. See? No, nothing will catch on it. Same with that one. Probably could have put 2 on here because of the stitching that came through the back. And then I kind of grabbed that little bit from the top as well, because these, the ones that come across the top, see that one too, they won't be glued down. They won't be glued down. So having an extra little bit of tape on there is not a bad thing. This is sticking over the edge, so I don't like that. So, so yeah, that kind of adds just a little more security to it. And I'm gonna fuss with that. It just didn't get caught underneath. Sometimes it slips. I should have glued it before I stitched it. It's not awful. It's not awful. It's not awful. Okay. So, there we go. There it is. We're going to glue them on. What do you think? Okay, so here's something we have to think about. I'm going to drop this all the way down pretty much to the bottom. Because this is not going to really get in the way of anything. It'll just, in the envelope, it'll just kind of squish up and not be a problem. However, oh, right, and then that one as far as we can, and then this one as far as we can. But we have to keep in mind that we're either going to need to make some short tags, or we're going to have to push this down further in here so that it won't stick up too much here. And that's entirely up to you. You could just put the gift card down here and then put some smaller tags up here, which is, I think, what I'm going to do with this. But just something to think about. Something to think about. Okay, let's put these little guys away. I can actually do this when we're done. I'm going to glue these guys down. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to glue them down. But I don't want this. I don't want to get this stuck to my fingers. I don't want to. So I'm going to wrap it up. Quick, 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 like a bunny. There we go. Put the scraps in my little scrap jar in a minute. My buttons away. My St. Nicholas, which we are going to put, I'm pretty darn sure we're going to put that on a tag. Our St. Nicholas on a tag. And maybe we'll put some reindeer names. Okay. Let's get some glue on here. And remember I said, you know, I mentioned, oh, I should have cut that off. That's sticking over there. Oh, that's sticking over there. That one. Or that one. Just something for the tags to get caught on. We don't want that. Anyway, so remember I said, fold the sides in first, and then the bottom. So that the bottom is actually glued first and the sides second. Hope that makes sense. Wait, there's all kinds of fuzz on here. Hope it makes sense. Okay, so we're just gonna line this up right here. I have tape stuck to my finger. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. So slide that. And you know, when you do this, it's pretty easy to eyeball it, but you can also measure it to see if you're like equal on both sides. And I'm right there at 1/4 inch. What am I over here? I mean, no, what I said, 1/2 inch to the outside edge. And why can't I see that? So I'm just a little more, like almost a full 1/8. So I'm gonna scoot that over a little. Try to scoot that over a little. It doesn't want to scoot over a little. It's not going to scoot over a little. Just wanted you to scoot. Couldn't you just scoot? Scoot. Didn't scoot. It's cool. It's cool. It's not a problem. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. Sides in first, the bottom on. So I don't even know why I worried about that little 1/8 of an inch. It's just not a worry. Not a worry. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty well lined up there. Pretty good, pretty good. we'll do this guy. And before I put the glue on it, I'll trim this off of here. A little bit of sari silk. Here. And here. And here. So sides in first, then the bottom will be glued first. There. A little bit there. And a little bit here. We're gonna just tuck it in there. And I'm gonna show you another little trick in a sec, just a sec. So what I wanna do is I wanna get it in past that lip. So it's gonna go into about right there. And so here we go with this again. That looks like a quarter. And that's just over. So I'm gonna just move it over a little bit. And then press it down really well. Really, really well. Make sure it's, it's level first. Okay. And then we have this guy. And we're going to trim these edges off. Uh-oh, that's not glued on there very well. Not. We can fix that. Not to worry. Fix that. That's way too much glue. Way too much glue. Paper towel. And the top and bottom is a-okay. Okay, so sides in first. And then the bottom. I'm going to trim that a little bit too, because it does kind of stick up there into the space we don't want it in. And I'll try this again. We were so rudely interrupted by that. Rudely interrupted. Okay, so I think we might have a nice weekend. We might. We'll talk about the property again and the dogs again another time, because I got so rudely interrupted by a phone call. I think I can put my phone on, what do you call it? Do not disturb, maybe? And that would not occur. Okay, I'm gonna drop that down just a little bit so I have, because I want this space up here. Down. And then that was a little, I think it's kind of adorable. Like I said, you're not really, did I show? Yeah, I did. You're not really going to see a bunch of this because of all the tags we're going to put, and tags and things in the pockets. So what I want to do though is I like to put just a little bit, I cut up bits of acetate out of, food packaging. There we go. And then I put it in there, kind of slide it around to make sure that the glue doesn't glue it down where I don't want it. Where I don't want it. I want that pocket nice and open. Same on that one. See, I can feel a little glue there. There we go. And I'll just leave those in there for the time being. And the glue dries really quickly. And then I'll just take them out. And we will start again. We will make the tags and pockets. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this wasn't too long and too boring and too much chit chat and just shut up and do your stuff kind of thing. I hope not. But that's okay. It's really okay. You can put it on silent. You can put it on silent and fast forward. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that your evening is totally and completely blessed, that you have a really yummy dinner. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you are are not a subscriber, please subscribe. I only have like 70 some odd subscribers. It's not like moneymaker or anything. So, you know, just kind of doing this out of the goodness of my heart, I guess. Just because, yeah, I want to. So yeah, thumbs up. Constructive criticism is always good. I think I learned from the gal, I hope, that said, you know, just get on the ball. Just get to it. Even though it takes me forever. I tried to get to it. So maybe I hope this helped and you make some templates and make a little card. You were inspired a little bit. And I will chat with you later when we do the pockets and tags. So God bless you. Talk to you later. Good night.